Okay.
It's got a good sound to it.
I know. It's a good little ting. All right. There it is. Episode 17? Episode 17 of Cocktails and Chords. Mo, Jeremy, thank you guys for coming on. Cheers again.
Thanks for having me.
We'll toast. Let's just kick this thing off. Let's just dive into the sauce. There we go. Okay.
I love sauce.
We haven't done a three-person podcast since, I think, episode 4 or 5, probably. We had my boy Dalton and Dom on, and we ended up getting wasted, like on video. It's all there. You can see it. That was the first. I'm not gonna say which of the guys it happened to, but after that podcast, that was the only podcast we've done where someone passed out on the couch, like directly after, went to sleep, gone.
That's
Awesome. Not during the podcast.
Not during the podcast, but directly after.
That would be hilarious if it was during the podcast.
Instantly out on that couch. We're like, okay, we did our job. But yeah. I'm gonna start with Mo, just because Jeremy, we're a little newer acquaintances here. But I'm gonna start with Mo, and I'm gonna start with just the first question that I always ask on the podcast, and that is, why a little cranberry and Sprite? How did you come across this mixture for yourself, and why did you want to drink it today?
Well, I am 3 years sober. Happened to me after I broke my back. Best thing that ever happened to me. It felt horrible, but 2 months of broken back, and I used to do a lot of drugs and a lot of alcohol.
badass.
Yeah, I was a fucking badass. Yeah. And then 2 months in with a broken back, I'm supposed to go through withdrawals, right? I didn't feel any withdrawals because I had a broken back, and after I got my surgery, I was like, I didn't even drink or do drugs. Let me make 2 months, 3 months. Let me make it 4 months. On the 5th month, I went to a buddy's house, and he had a Modelo, and then he had Sprite and like juices. I started mixing juices. So I'm like, I'm going to make myself a cocktail that actually tastes good.
But I've only known you sober, and I think I like it that way.
Yeah, I think a lot
I can
of
only
people.
imagine. I mean, you're already pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I can act fucked up. I mean, when I go out to bars and clubs, and
They don't know the difference.
Yeah, they don't. No, actually, I'm even more fun when I'm sober.
I feel like I owe you a little bit of an apology from Tulum, because I was just like, hey, you want some of this tequila? And I don't know why. Normally my sober friends, I'm like, oh, they're sober, they're sticking with it, fully support them. For whatever reason, that trip, I was like, you want some alcohol? And I think I asked you if you wanted a sip of my drink like at least 20 times. So I'm sorry about that.
No.
But I think that's just a testament to how committed you are to it.
I'm addicted to sobriety, man. Sobriety's a hell of a drug. It changed your life.
Hell yeah.
Your life.
That's good, man.
Yeah,
waking up without a hangover is nice.
Yeah, and actually, like, being able to, remember who and what you talk to, and, you get a bunch of numbers of, like, potential clients or potential lovers. And you actually remember, like, oh, shit, I remember texting this girl. No, it's usually not like that. That's actually fantasy. I don't think I've ever met the love of my life at a bar, but it has happened to some people.
Yeah, I mean, shit, a lot of first dates at bars. So, Nicole and I, we met on Hinge, but our first date was a bar. So
Kind of like Paisley and Alex.
Yeah.
At Whistler's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same kind of story.
That's awesome.
I just went to the cheaper bar with the cheaper cocktails and cheaper cocktails and food. That's how I roll,
Okay. I mean, that sounds about right. With all the drinks that you were giving me last time, you're trying to give me, hey, I got this bottom shelf tequila. You want to break your sobriety with the bottom shelf tequila?
Man, I will say, like, first dates, man, like, I feel like dive bar every time was my choice. Yeah, for sure. Just because it's like, especially if it's someone you're meeting from online because you have no idea really what they're gonna be like, and if you're into something that's like a little bit more of a time commitment, then you're kind of stuck. Right. But a dive bar, it's like, hey, actually, I gotta be somewhere. You know what I mean? Like the amount of times I did the dive bar date and then was like, oh, I do have some friends, or even you could kind of preface the date with that. Hey, I actually got to meet up with some people after this. So,
what is your favorite dive bar? Are you talking about one in particular?
I like Fraser's a lot.
That's a good one. Yeah.
And that's where we had our first date. And I also like Casino South.
Yeah. Yes, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to G&S Lounge or heard of it?
That sounds familiar. Where's that?
It's First Street in Old Torf, I think, something like that.
Okay.
There's this guy Jimmy that runs it, and he's just horrible. And the place is terrible.
Nice.
You've never experienced anything like it. It's the dive bar of dive
okay.
bars.
Is it the one
G&S Lounge?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember.
Yeah,
it looks like
it's
a gas, like a run down. It doesn't even look like it's open.
Oh, it's terrible. It's the real deal.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe
Careful,
maybe
he
we'll
will
go tonight.
kick you out. If he doesn't like you, he's just gonna kick you out.
Really?
Yeah.
He'll just say you're gonna leave right now.
Yep.
That's cool. I kind of like that. That gives it that like homey feel. You know what I mean?
Exclusivity.
Exactly.
It's like Pershing, but for dive bars.
The opposite.
The opposite of Pershing. My favorite, or when I used to go, was Sidebar.
Sidebars of fun. There were some shenanigans going at Sidebar when you were going to Sidebar. I'm doing the math on that. I'm like, you've been sober for, you said 4 years? 3 years?
Three.
Sober for 3 years. I dial that clock back 3 years, and I imagine Sidebar. $3 drinks filled up with liquor to the top, and then...
Oh, no, I'm actually 86 from that place, so it's been like 5 years. Yeah.
But the timeline on that and how that bar would operate back in the day. Whew.
Man, it was crazy stories there. I didn't meet anyone that I still talk to till this day, or anyone that really changed my life profoundly. It was just like meet a new person the next day and do drugs with them. You know?
Yeah.
And then buy the $3 drinks that they pour half the cup with the $3 whale drinks. You know, remember that? Like,
oh no, I that's what I'm saying. I remember I had a kind of a good routine though. I had it dialed in when I was in my late 20s. Probably is when I was going to that spot. But I would go there if there was a show downtown. I would get one drink at Sidebar to start my night, and that would be like 3 shots worth. And then the rest of the night, I could just really, I could get a soda water at the next bar, and I'm like. Still gonna be, yeah.
Well, my first round of drinking when I used to drink was I go to the bar and I get 2 black tooths of Jack. So black tooth is a shot of Jack and a splash of Coke, and then I got a double Jack and Coke. So I drank that, and then I would down the double Jack and Coke, go into the restroom, do some drugs, come back, order a single Jack and Coke.
What kind of drugs are we talking about?
Order this. The regular.
The regular ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not the supersize me, not the extra large, just the regular size drugs. And then I would just like sit on my single Jack and Coke, and people would be like, "Is that your first drink?" I'm like, "Nah, it's fine. It's my 4th." So that would be my regular. I was crazy. I was freaking crazy. Do you know Little Darlings?
Oh, love Little Darlings.
That's
That's a banger.
So
that chicken sandwich.
It used to be a bunch of different places as well. It used to be like an unlicensed Mexican food place when I lived there
really?
a long time ago.
Yes.
Yeah. And we would play music in their backyard, different bands that I worked with. It was pretty cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, now the management they're all awesome there. One time I came back at 4 a.m. after like hanging out with this person that I just met, and she backed her car up into the pole. There's a big electrical pole. The whole pole fell down, almost hit my car.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
That would have gone. I imagine if it's one of the poles I'm imagining, it would have gone like through your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like one of those big electrical wooden poles.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
what was crazy was she was freaking out. She was crying. And I'm like, no, I know the owners are really cool. So she stayed up all night, waited till they opened, went there. She ended up getting like 5 drink tickets because they were like, we're happy you made it come down at this time.
We've been trying to get rid of that pole for 3 years.
Yeah, exactly. Because it would have fell. It was rotting, and it would have fell and hit someone during operation hours. And yeah, she got like 5 free drink tickets, and I'm like, like
free pole removal.
It works out.
It works out sometimes in life.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, that's. I'm glad it didn't hit your car, dude. That would have been a.
I would have been dead. Actually, there's so many instances where I'm actually surprised we're still alive.
That's real. That's real.
Yep.
Jeremy, Mo told me you're a wine drinker.
It's funny you were just talking about our mortality, and you asked this question.
He let me know you're a wine drinker, so I got us a little Pinot Grigio. What made you, or why are you a wine drinker, first of all, and if so, why is that your weapon of choice?
Well, I typically have been a beer guy.
Okay.
Like just shit tons of beer.
Yeah.
But it caught up with me about a month and a half ago, and I had a massive heart attack. Yeah.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah. 100% inclusion in my RCA artery, and
wow.
I was, as my doctor said, I was on my way out, on my way in. So I've, for the most part, quit drinking red meat, fried stuff, just the whole thing. Trying to eat a lot of vegetables and fruits and fish and, exercise and doing all the things,
Totally.
Because it's just genetics with me, I'm not a crackhead or a fat ass. So, I wish I was because I would be able to know what not to do.
Yeah.
It's just something I got to live with. And so if I'm going to drink, it's usually red wine.
Red wine.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we missed the mark a little bit on that.
That's all right. Because supposedly red wine in super moderation can be good for you and your heart.
Yeah,
so
I've heard that before.
but we got to be careful with the things that we hear because there's a lot of people that put that kind of knowledge out there just saying things that they want to hear. So.
That's real. And it's tough. I think it's tough to keep it to. For some people, including myself, it's tough to keep it to just a glass.
I haven't really had much of a problem with it.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's just something that, like, I'm 46 now, and I figured that's then.
Yeah,
this
that's
is
fair.
now, and I really don't have a choice. One thing I don't want to do is have another heart attack and die, and it be something that I did that was stupid. Like going back to my old ways of lots of beer and stress and things like that. So this is a new thing for me, man.
Totally.
Tranquility. Moderation, all the things.
Absolutely, yeah. I think I still need practice with my moderation. But I'm definitely not who I was in my mid or in my 20s. You know what I mean? I'm 34, and it's like I'm definitely not doing what I was doing then. Could I still probably reel it in a little bit with my partying and drinking?
Do you have pictures of you passed out with dicks drawn on your face and shit?
No, I somehow I think I avoided the dick drawing on the face.
I feel like Rankin was the guy that drew the dick on the guy's face.
I don't think I ever had a dick drawn. Nor did I ever draw a dick.
No.
I don't think. No, I don't.
Missing out, man.
I never partook but hey, maybe I never had any dicks drawn on my face because I never drew dicks on anyone's face.
You got good friends. No, I never had a dick drawn on my face either.
Never had a dick drawn on my face, but I did draw a dick on someone else's face. It was fun. It was very fun. And then he woke up. It was permanent marker, and we went to get tacos the next day of all foods, and
it's not coming off.
He didn't give a fuck. That dude was like, he didn't give a fuck. He was
tattoo
eating a taco with a dick on his face. It was a sight.
And he didn't know at that point, or it was just permanent marker. He just knew it was permanent marker.
He just didn't give a fuck.
Oh God, that's bull. I would probably just be scrubbing it until. How did you get permanent marker off?
He did scrub it. Scrub it, but it was like still
faded. A faded dick.
You just gotta wait it out, man. You gotta wait it out.
Oh man,
it's like one of those henna tattoos or whatever.
Yeah,
it'll go away eventually.
You just gotta roll around on your pillow when you sleep, and kind of just let that get it off
then
too.
You have a dick on your pillow.
Yeah.
dick on it.
All right. Moving on.
Did y'all ever do did y'all ever do the hand in the water? Do you know what I'm talking about? If someone's
Is
sleeping
that
and
even
you
real?
It's not real.
Is it not real?
That can't be real. Yeah, I mean, I've never ever pissed the bed. Supposedly, so the trick is that he's talking about is if you put someone's hand in warm water when they're sleeping, they're gonna piss themselves. Now, what's actually gonna happen? I'm gonna wake up and slap the fuck out of you. I'm a light sleeper. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is we can be pretty confident that all the things that we were told pre-internet, is not real.
Yeah, like the
That's
cops.
fair.
Hearsay.
That's fair.
Hearsay.
The cops don't pull you over if you're driving with the light on inside.
We weren't able to fact check ourselves, so a lot of dumb shit got through. You know.
That's funny because the last podcast we did with 3 guys, we actually talked about when your parents would say you need to wait 15 or 20 minutes after you eat before you jump in the pool. Did y'all hear that one?
I think they just don't want you puking in the pool.
I think we were like, or they just don't want to watch you if they're drunk or what. I don't know. We threw a lot of ideas out there, but like that's not real.
I was told it's because you could get cramps.
The
horse shit.
Also, like, I'm not gonna die if I get like stomach cramp in the pool.
Yeah.
I wasn't privileged enough to be near any pools when I was a child. We never, my family never really like went out to pools. We never like stayed near pools. We never went to community pools. So like,
damn,
yeah,
that's sad, man.
I know. Why was there a reason for this or?
I don't know. I don't know. What we did do was roll a chair down the hill. That was my childhood.
Instead of pools, you rolled chairs down hills.
Yeah, and shopping carts and
so more dangerous. Stuff.
Dangerous shit.
Yeah.
My parents were scared of me, I guess, drowning, but they didn't know that they should have been more scared of me busting my head open going down the HEB cart.
God, and you grew up here in Austin.
Born and raised.
There's so many pools in Austin, dude.
You know, I did. I guess I had a sheltered childhood. Not.
Did you?
I don't know.
I have a pool, by the way, if you want to go to the pool. Yeah.
We've been in your pool.
Okay.
I've been, as an adult, I've been recouping all my lost pool time.
Yeah. We need to double down on the pool time.
Yeah, we need to definitely. We're actually thinking about. So I'm a photographer. We're thinking about doing like a cool pool shoot with like wavy clothes. Maybe with like a girl, but the original thought was him in a button up with a guitar that he would like need to throw away or something, and put the guitar in there and like play guitar in the pool. Because we have a
interesting. Okay,
yeah.
Like a shitty guitar.
Like it has to be shitty.
Yeah. You can't ruin a good guitar that way.
Like that one there, maybe.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. Just take that one into the pool. It'll be fine.
What is that? Is that a Taylor?
That's a Gibson.
A Gibson.
Yeah.
That's actually a really nice guitar.
Yeah, we'll
a
plug
J40. What do they call it?
Ooh, I forget the model number offhand. I honestly don't. We'll look it up when we do the. I'll play that one when we if and when we jam.
Cool.
I think we'll jam. I'll probably play that one
In the pool.
I have a question.
in the pool. Yeah,
Is this an acoustic bass?
sure
good.
is.
Are
Sure is.
acoustic basses, are the necks usually that long?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can get different size necks, but that's standard.
Yeah, that's
I would say.
standard. So
Okay.
by usually, yeah. Yeah, I rarely use that acoustic. It's good for jamming, like if someone's playing piano or acoustic guitar and someone wants to play bass and just unplugged, whatever. But if you're doing any sort of production, if you're playing on a stage, just play an electric bass.
Yeah, acoustic bass isn't going to do the trick.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they could have some use if you want that specific tone, like in the studio on a song. God. I'm like, I need to clear the pathway. It could have a purpose there, but yeah, I'd say 99% of the time, just go with an electric bass.
I see.
That's for jamming around the campfire.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Exactly. That's 100% it. Which out here, it's kind of like the acoustic setup because we got the piano, the acoustic guitar, the bass, and then in the studio in the garage, that's where we just get fucking loud.
Rock out, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I'm glad we have you guys on today. because I feel like you guys are both more on kind of the production side of things. I know, Mo, you've got your production company,
Snapping Turtle Productions.
And Jeremy, you're running sound. Tell me a little bit more about what you do, though, man.
Man, I've been doing it for 30 years. I'm old as shit. Well, I mean, it's weird because when I first started, I'm a sound engineer. Is how I started, and I've been doing that since the late '90s. And back then, sound was a lot different. It was very heavy. It was what we call copper to copper. There was no digital. There wasn't technology as we know it these days. You know, nowadays you think of sound and on the soundboard as something very technical. Well, back then it was just making copper touch copper. You know, like it was just heavy shit, all analog. So I've evolved as, you know, the industry has as well through all those years. You know, sometime during the financial crisis of 2008, I actually started a business called Musical Services Group. And through a long, weird story, I'm still got Musical Services Group, and I do events in a lot of places for a lot of people. And it's becoming, you know, something that is my life's work. And I've been doing live sound here in this town for musicians that live here and work here for the better part of 3 decades.
One of the best in the business, man. As a production company, like I was when I first met him and I saw all of his equipment, then I started asking him about it. He gets so in depth and so detailed, and like I started looking up to him as like, oh man, like can I do this? How can I do that? And this guy always has the answers, and even if he doesn't have the answer, he makes it sound like he has the answer.
Hell yeah.
You got it. Hey, business.
That's right.
Just say yes.
There it is. We can do that.
Everything.
Yeah. Now, that's funny that you bring up kind of the analog versus digital conversation. I feel like I feel like a lot of artists, a lot of people that are in the weeds, you know, they always prefer like the analog sound.
Right.
When it comes to specifically to recording into an analog board or you know, analog preamps, you know, versus you know, whatever your interface has built in or whatever a digital board has built in. I guess do you and I know also you mentioned kind of you do live sound primarily, it sounds like. Do you do studio work as well, or is it mostly like the live sound side
The only
of
time I
things?
get into a studio is if I'm recording music, my own art.
Okay, tight.
It really is. I don't want to call it like oil and vinegar. It's both. It's like it's the same thing. It's sound.
Yeah.
You know. But a recording guy is usually scared shitless to get onto a live stage and do, you know, a 12-piece band or something. They would not want to do it. It's too stressful.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm the same way if I were to get into a recording studio. It's just not my gig, you know.
Totally.
It's all the same stuff. It's all the same wires, but as far as it goes from there, that's about the only similarities.
Yeah.
They're very different worlds.
Dialing it in is a completely different thing.
Yeah.
Now, do you do front of, like, are you specific to, like, and this is where I'm just totally kind of, like, I don't even understand the jobs of, like, sound guys in general, and I've been playing in bands for, you know, 15 years, but, like, would you consider yourself to be, like, a front of house engineer, or is that different than, like, a stage, obviously a stagehand, but, like, a stage engineer? I don't know.
Well, obviously things and people evolve over time, you know.
Yeah.
So when I first started off in the 90s, I worked for a band called Johnny D and the Rocket 88s, right? Bring it up.
Hell yeah.
Old school.
That's a sick name.
Yeah, old school 50s cover band, you know. They had the original Don't Mess with Texas commercial on TV in the 80s, you know.
Okay.
And so, like, all the old rednecks knew who they were, and just they were a good band to work for, and I was very young working for them. That was my first gig, you know, with a band. And pardon me, what was the question again? Why did I go there?
Just the difference between like a front of house engineer and then
Oh,
like
yeah,
other
so-
jobs within like the running sound.
So I was the monitor engineer and stage guy then, which I
Okay.
stayed for a very long time. And pretty much that's the guy that's making all the different mixes for the guys on stage. Each one of them has a little speaker in front of them, and I make that mix for them. They might
Cool.
want more of their vocals and just a snare drum, you know. So I
Yeah.
got you, you know. And then also if a guitar string breaks or, you know, the drummer needs a beer or whatever, you know, I'm the stage guy. That evolved over time into being a front of house guy.
Cool.
And then I did front of house for various bands, and then started a company, you know. So I was doing front of house for my own company, you know. Front of house is pretty much what it means is just running the main sound that everybody else hears
Yeah.
in the room. So that was just by default because, you know, I'm a sound guy. But now it's a lot different. I've been hiring people to do that in for me as well because, you know, I just can't do it all. I only have so much time in a day, and, you know, I want to expand into other things. So I've been hiring people to run front of house and just take care of the business side of it. You know, my dad's in construction. He has a saying, there's the construction business and there's the business of construction. You know, now construction has a lot bigger ecosystem, or is how I like to say, water in the pool, than the music industry, which, you know, as an analogy, it doesn't have as much water in the pool. But
Yeah.
we have to make it what it is as, you know, artists and production people and stuff, and always raise the bar to just do a bigger, better show with the ecosystem that we have, especially here in this town.
Hell yeah.
So that's what I'm working on.
Damn.
What I've been seeing with a lot of venues is they hire one guy, and it's usually the sound guy, and the sound guy ends up having to learn to do video, to do the back end, to do the front end.
Wear all the
to do
hats.
And that's
monitor.
what I do now. So like when you go to the Pershing, I have a spaceship cockpit that I sit in. And on one side is, you know, a Yamaha CL1 where I have all the monitor mixes, in-ears, stage monitors, all the things. I've preset the backline for the band. I'm also doing front of house. I'm also doing lighting. I'm also doing videography, live videography on the screens where I'm switching and doing all that at the same time. VJ stuff for the video wall behind the band and whatever fucking else they got. As a one-man show, that's something that would take like maybe 4 people.
Yeah.
On a bigger show, and I'm just comfortable doing it all because I own it all. I figured it out, you know, plugged it all in and made it work. So
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, that's
Just yeah, I was about to say too, yeah, it was like I asked my question, you know, where it was like, what are all these different jobs of the sound guy? But I feel like a lot of places you go now, especially smaller venues, it's one guy just running the whole freaking show.
that's the nature of the sound guy. It really takes that kind of human being that's not going to look at a spilt drink and go, not my job. You know, they're going to be like, that's unsafe. Somebody's going to fall. It's going to short something. It's got to be cleaned now. You know, the kind of neurotic motherfucker that's just going to make shit happen no matter what. And if he doesn't know how to do it, he's going to bust out the manual. You know?
Yeah.
And the kind of guy that's going to kick your ass at poker. You know, like,
Do y'all play together?
yeah.
Yo. Oh man, I know better than to ever come around and play with you guys because I would get wiped clean.
I would say play with him. Not me though. You don't want to. You don't want to fuck with this
I'll
dude.
go easy on you.
It's true. Like, what is that band? There's a band that has a song about their sound guy, and supposedly, like in the song, he's really good at poker. I'm like, that fits.
What is
That's
it,
hilarious.
Kenny Rogers. I was listening to that song the night before we played.
It's Mike and the Moon Pies.
Mike and the Moon.
Mike and the
Pies.
Moon Pies.
Yeah,
Where have I heard that? Where are they from?
they're
I
called
know I've heard of them.
Silverado now.
Oh really?
Silverado, something like that.
They should have just changed it to Mike and the Cream Pies. That would have been better.
Don't Google that.
Mike and the Cream.
Moon
What?
Pies,
That would be a
Moon
funny band name.
Pie.
Just the Cream Pies.
Yeah,
Cream pie.
don't Google that either.
You're like, oh shit, Cream Pies music.
Welcome to 96.7. We would like to introduce the Cream Pies.
Mo, if we ever start a band,
Cream Pies?
the Cream Pies.
Mo and the Cream Pies or just Cream Pies?
Just
Mo cream pies.
Mo cream pies.
That's gangster.
That's so good.
That's gangsta.
Mo cream pies. Holy shit, dude. That is so good.
And it works in multiple ends.
Yeah.
That's
That's a stage name for no matter what stage you're on. Yeah.
Oh gosh. This is for sure. I'm
Stage number 3, Mo and the cream pie.
clipping this part of the interview as a reel for sure. That one's going up on the TikTok. Oh my god, dude. That's funny as shit.
Lord. Okay, moving on.
Moving on. I actually have one more question about being a live sound guy. When you mentioned like you have some presets and stuff.
Yeah.
With how you're setting up bass or vocals or whatever. I would imagine like vocals, like, obviously you got some EQ, compression, and some reverb or something, right?
Sure.
And how are there any like weird ones that you do? Like that you like to scoop out all of the mids of the bass,
Right,
Or something?
so
Is there anything that you lean into
As a
that's
thought
like
experiment, as a sound guy, would you rather be blind or deaf? And the answer is deaf.
really?
Yeah, if you know what you're doing, just like Mozart was able to play keys with chewing on a rod that could feel the stuff. He just knew what he was doing. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So,
yeah.
like, that being said, I never, ever recommend for a sound guy to mix with their brain. Always mix with your ears. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
that's what you do. But after a while, when you know how an SM58 works, with a certain gain structure, there's going to be things that you just know that you don't really have to hear first. And so you can preset a board for some things. And with a vocal particularly, you use that high-pass filter. And a high-pass filter is what pretty much knocks out the lows. It only passes highs, right? High-pass filter. So you roll out those lows up until something normal, like 80 hertz or something like that. But that's still going to give too much lows, in my opinion, through whatever professional sound system you might have.
Okay.
Outside of that, you might have to tweak some things to make it work. But in general, you're going to want to kill out some lows and stuff as well.
And that just gets rid of some of the mud in the overall mix?
Yes.
Okay.
That's going to get rid of the mud and get stuff a little crispier out there. And then take your microphone out front, in front of the speakers, and ring it out like you would a monitor. Don't do anything crazy. You still want it to sound true to life.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea. You're not trying to do anything different to it. And once you have your microphone set to where it won't feed back or anything like that, maybe just some light compression, if any at all. You
Okay.
want the dynamics. If you compress something too much, especially if it's going through your monitors, the vocalist is going to have a hard time. And also what you're doing with compression is you're, in a nutshell, taking down the loud noises, which means it turns up the not so loud noises, giving you a lot more room for feedback. Because when you stop singing, and it's just going to open up the microphone.
Yeah.
So especially if a guy's wearing a hat and sunglasses and he stops singing and he's still this close to the microphone, it's going to fucking feedback if it's too heavily compressed, Then from there, absolutely, reverb, maybe even a little bit of delay or something like that, just to give it a big room feel. Again, you don't want to hear it. You just want to know it's there, right? Because here's the deal.
Yeah, dude.
Because here's the deal. Like, when somebody's singing and stuff, there's this magical thing that's happening, which is your reverb and delay, right?
Yeah.
And when they stop singing and they address the audience, like I'm talking right now, you don't want that. Mute those delays.
Oh, really? Okay, all right.
Because otherwise you're giving away the trick, right? That's smoke and mirrors. That's smoke and mirrors, right? So when they start singing, all of a sudden there's this giant echoey room thing, and it sounds so fucking sweet. You know what I'm saying? But the audience themselves have no idea what's going on. They just know that it's a dry vocal when they talk, and it sounds sweet when they sing. So those are things you can do before.
That's fucking rad.
And then the last thing I want to add to that is if you have multiple vocals, always, and fuck you if you think different, set it to the same gain, set it to the same EQ. And once in a blue moon, you can change those EQs from vocalist to vocalist. But everybody should be able to step up to the same type of microphone, set the same exact way, and sound exactly the same with the same gain structure. And you really shouldn't have to mess with that.
That makes perfect sense to me. If they want the backing vocals to be a little bit more in the back, then they should be able to be a little dynamic in their playing.
I mean, but you always have the faders as well.
further
But
from the
all your
yeah.
gains and EQs should, if they're all the same microphone, they should be pretty close to the same. Once in a while, you'll get like a singer that just has like a 1K that's just screaming at you the whole time, and you might want to dip that out because that's just their vocal. You know, it's pissing you off. You know, but it's not something you're gonna crush. Yeah, you know,
totally.
You just very subtly take that part that doesn't sound good to you out, and that's it.
Hell yeah, man.
How do you deal with? How do you deal with? See, my production's photo and video, so audio's out the door for me. I know what a high pass and low pass filter is. Use that on my videos. But
low pass. I haven't heard that in a minute.
Yeah,
but it's pretty much what the part that says high on there. That's what that is.
Yeah, high pass to me sounds like electric radio, like those old electric radios, and a low pass is like what it sounds like if you're outside on a sidewalk and you hear the bass bumping inside of a house. You know, that's like a low pass. But my question is like, how do you deal with like people that are, you know, they're very dramatic when they're performing, so they go back and go in. Like, do they have to tell themselves always be the same distance to the mic, or do you have? How do you account for that? Because I know, kind of like light in the inverse square law, like every few inches you go back, you lose one stop of light. Is that the same thing with sound? Is like every time you go back, you lose.
So that's something you can fix with compression. You know, but I would be very wary of trying to fix something that can be fixed by utilizing a microphone properly.
Yeah.
You know, I like to tell people that when you're talking to a microphone thing, you're talking into it, not to the side of it. You know, it's like a cup. You want to talk into the cup, not over it, not around it, not down. You know, and it's the same deal with the vocalist that's singing. Sometimes they pull back on purpose because that's their dynamic. So you kind of have to let the artist do what the artist is going to do. There's an old saying, shit in, shit out. It's true. You've heard that before. You can't fix it. You know, there's some things that are just like, I'm sorry, that's the way it is. As a sound guy, you're going to have to give me something that's not shit, and then I can make it work. So if that answers your question.
Yeah. You know, so in my video productions, sometimes my business is like, I want to make everything perfect and everything the way that my client wants it. But sometimes the way my client, like, does it on camera is just not how they envisioned it. And then in post-production, I'm here like spending hours and hours on like 2 seconds of what something looks like, and then having to go back like, you didn't do it right, or we got to do it again.
That's why I love being a live sound guy, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to fix anything that they fucked up.
No post-production.
I just grab my briefcase and leave. Yeah.
But post-production to me, like editing, that's where like some real magic can happen.
It can.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
And like to go back to your question earlier, that's the difference between live sound and a recording studio. You know, it's
totally.
One is making perfection, and the other one is just like, well, that's what it was. Good night. You know.
Yeah. Totally, man. Yeah, I appreciate you letting me ask these questions, because I feel like right now, like playing in bands for so long, it's been like, I don't know. I've always wondered these things now, but I've never actually like gotten to sit down and really chat with the sound guy on like what the hell is going on.
They're all going to have the same philosophy: give a shit without giving a shit. If that makes sense.
I actually completely understand
that.
Like,
you have to really care. You know, like I really care. But if something goes wrong or you're not doing something right, whatever, I'm going to go get a beer. It's fine. Yeah. I don't care. Yeah. But I also care.
I think that totally makes sense in the situation that I just explained. Is like, if I give a shit in trying to make it look good, but if it is shit in, then the shit comes out, then... Yeah, what's the next solution that we could do? Either scratch it or just do it over again instead of spending 2, 3, 4, 5 hours.
In post world, there's people out there that don't know what they want. It's like it's like the theater guy or whatever that's like, I just want more blue. So you make the whole fucking place blue, and he's like, no, not the color blue, the vibe blue. Like, the fuck are you trying to tell me, man?
Yeah, do you want blues in the midtones, the highlights, the shadows? Do you want more blue in the blues or more blues in the reds?
So sometimes you just have to do your best and hope they like it.
I imagine Mo going, no matter how many times I edit this fucking photo, you're never going to be skinny, okay?
You can make it skinny. That's actually very easy. That's very easy.
I can't make you hot.
Yeah. You're never going to be attractive, all right? You're like, whoa, Mo, easy there.
No, it's the can you shoot me with no flash in a dark room? Like that's the type of shit I can't do.
That's something I would say.
Oh, God, that's brutal.
Yeah, because when you're shooting with a digital camera, not shooting with flash in a dark room, you have to increase the ISO. ISO is like the sensitivity towards to the light of your sensor, and then decrease the f-stop, so bigger circle for the light to come in. No matter how much you do in a dark room, you have to crank that ISO up all high. And with high ISO brings in grain, noise.
Mm-hmm.
Noise looks like grain, but it's two different things. You can add grain, but noise is just from the light that's from the light.
So, such is life, really. Once you start, no, seriously, once you start overcompensating for one thing, it's going to be taking from others, and that's photography in a nutshell.
Yeah. So I mean, there's so many programs out there that can fix that, but if the clients and that owning a business, owning a production company, it's a lot of it's pre-production. So there's the production company, then there's the business of construction, there's the business of production. So you need to set the right expectations. You need to make sure that what they're asking for is something you can do and something that we can do in a right time frame that you give them. Because my biggest like hurdles in some of my deals that I've had was expectations. Someone starting off and getting a $25,000 client, like they'll tell their client, yeah, I can do everything. But they need to realize that they need to take a step back and tell them this is something you can and cannot do, which to the client will showcase to them that you're an expert. So you're telling me what I can and cannot do instead of just telling me what I want to hear. You're telling me what I need to hear. And that's what a good company should do. A good production company should do is they should not only do the work that they're asked to do, but also in some cases educate the clients. Right?
That's a huge one.
Yeah, and that I've been a realtor for 11 years, and
that's brilliant.
Yeah, and like one
thing I'm making mental notes right now. That's
yeah. Oh, you're making me blush. 30. Come on, man. This guy knows all.
I'm just an asshole. I'm not like out there to try to teach anybody anything. I'm like, you're fucking wrong.
No, I care. I care about the clients that I work with because to me they're my heroes. They pay for my bills. They put food on my employees' tables. So I want to not only get the best for them, but also leave them with a good taste in their mouth so that they can refer me to other people and they can use me again because it was such a pleasure working with me. So that means like making production easy and also post and pre-production like very informative. So that way, like just like real estate, when you're done when I'm done closing on a house, you will feel confident in buying a house the second time,
Totally.
And the way I see it is I'm a problem solver. I love problems. When I see a problem, kind of like what he said about the spilled
You are
milk.
A problem.
I am a problem.
I love it.
You're
a walking problem.
Exactly. I love
you, Mo. I love you.
I love myself.
I love myself. Mo, I got a question for you. So with your production company, I know that, y'all are obviously specializing in the photo, the video is where you're, heavily invested. I think I could say that safely. And then, but I also know that you've showed me some music videos you've done. You showed me some weddings you've shot. Is there one direction that that you want to lean towards, or anywhere you even want to expand to, or is it mostly, or you like that niche of the music videos and weddings, or is there somewhere else you want to go?
So my biggest moneymaker is real estate videography and photography. My if you go to my website, it's mainly real estate videography and photography. So the clientele on that is just again and again, like repeat customers. You know, it's not like a wedding where like you get one wedding and like you hope they divorce and they get another wedding. It's like an agent gets a listing, we do another listing. I talk to more agents. Agents are a dime a dozen in the city, and being a realtor myself, I really like, it's my niche. But with that being said, what I want to do is I want to build a portfolio for resorts and hotels and travel the world shooting resorts and hotels and big developments. Those are the big bucks. Because right now what I'm doing is a lot of quantity, right? And I put in the quality work for like extra money. Like the starting price of a video for me is $1,500. And that's just for one real estate video. But what I want to do is talk to resorts and just sell them on $25,000 packages. And I'm actually almost about to close one, so hopefully it closes. I know
The big one?
Let's go.
The big one. I can't say it.
Dude, shit, I definitely, I imagine closing a big deal like that with a bigger hotel or resort or something. I imagine having the portfolio that you have and done all the work kind of building up to that is really what helps you make that sell and close that deal. Because, like, I don't know. I've looked at some of the high rises you've done, and you do the shot with your drone, and I'm like, oh, these shots of these real estate shots are fucking production, dude.
Yeah.
And and I know since you're doing it, obviously it's not gonna be shitty, but like when I first saw it, I was like, oh my god, yeah, you fucking sent it, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not like elevator music, real estate videos that I do. It's scroll stopping. It makes people stop the scroll, keeps them on that video. So every 5 to 10 seconds needs to have a hook. There's 3 different types of hooks. There's an audio hook, visual hook, and a scripted hook. You need to try to stack these hooks to keep the person from skipping your views. Now, when they skip it, it hurts your algorithm, and you get less people watching it that's out of your circle. So also knowing the algorithm is key. And like with the deal with like the big deals, one thing that my clients I can tell that really appreciate that is not only my creative direction, because I'm more of a creative consultant rather than an order taker. A lot of production guys, they're order takers. They're like, oh, you want this? Okay, I'll do this. This is how much it costs. Me, I'm more like, you want this? Okay, this is what it's gonna look like. This is what we can do to make it look better, and this is my opinion on it. Now, of course, what the client wants is what I'm gonna do, but I'm always gonna add a second, third options, because just like when you guys bought this house, how many houses did you guys see? You guys saw a lot of options, and options are good. Too many is not good, but at least having 1 or 2 different styles and options, and also different ways to do it. Like I had a client, he wanted he had a mansion. He wanted just like a regular video that I do, but I saw it and saw the flowiness of the house and like all the arches, and I'm like, we should put an FPV drone through this. I don't know if you guys ever seen an FPV tour, but it's like when they take a drone in the house and they're just flying it in the house, and
Yeah.
So it also gives you opportunity to upsell when you know your stuff. Like when you creatively consult with these guys, you can also upsell, and I again, like with Jeremy, I know Jeremy's done it to me many times. Like when I ask him something, he goes into a deep explanation for it. And I absolutely love that. So if I was ever Jeremy's client, I would want him to do that. Where I mean, there are some clients you got to know that They just
I'm just a
do it.
nerd.
That's
really.
that engineer mindset right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to have to understand a lot of things in order to answer that question. Sit down.
Yeah.
Now, Jeremy, question for you. Like, I have a trouble doing this. Is like I always like to explain. When do you know when not to explain? Like, just be like, how many times are you like, okay, I'm over explaining. I'm just gonna do what this guy wants me to do and just be done with it. Like, sometimes I just find myself
all the time, and it
over-explaining.
usually comes out as some kind of asshole-ish thing to say. Like, you know, and I don't mean it like with malice. You know, like I had a lady come up to me and was like, "We can't. That's my son singing up there, and we can't hear him in the back." And a few things went through my mind. I was like, "Well, don't be in the back." Is one, you know. And the other one, I'm not getting paid enough to put more speakers up. Like, what the fuck do you want me to do right now?
Oh
But
my
instead, I
God.
just looked at her. We were at
Hey.
Guero's, right? Instead, I just looked at her and I put on. I went, "You're at a fucking taco bar," and put on my headphones. Now, what I thought and what actually was said were two different things, and of course, she was a little upset about that.
Oh my God.
But honestly, she was just at a fucking taco bar. Deal with it. Like,
Yeah,
get closer. It's your son. Sit in the fucking front. Let him know you're there. Shit.
Is Guero's the place right near Red River and
No, it's on Congress, right in the heart of
Congress?
it. All. Yeah.
Okay.
South
Okay. I was
Congress,
thinking
yeah.
of a different spot. Okay.
Tacos sound good right now.
Not those. They're wonderful tacos.
Not those tacos. Okay.
Cut that.
We'll cut that.
Yeah, please. The owners are friends of mine.
Oh shit.
Okay. We can, let's give it a. Everyone silent. Okay. Now we'll know where to cut it. I'll know where to. There'll be a block of silence.
Oh,
and we'll
so
just-
that's
we'll-
actual practical thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there was one point during a podcast, forget who I was talking to, but I before I even knew, before I even said what I was gonna say, I like thought about it. I'm like, I want to talk about it anyway, but
Taco about it.
Oh,
but
damn.
I was like, okay, let's give it a break here, 2 seconds, and then we went right in, just because I was like, I know I'm gonna want to cut this out.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
smart.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
smart.
It was something artistic that I wanted to, an artistic dream of mine that's not exactly PG.
Does it involve candle wax?
Yours does.
It could be,
mine does.
it could be part of it. To be honest with you, it could be part of this one. I'll tell you guys after for sure.
Okay. Or. Okay.
Okay, now we can talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Do you guys want to take a shot? I think Nicole poured us some shot. I don't. Of course, I don't know if that's
no,
you,
no.
You did just go.
I'm
into
all
the-
right with. I'm not gonna die of a heart attack.
Do you want an actual shot? I gave you grapefruit juice and orange juice. If you want whiskey, I can do that too.
Maybe just a little tiny one. Why not? Let's.
All right.
You know what?
All right.
You know what? You know what I like to say.
Let me break my sobriety here on podcast.
People say you only live once. That's horseshit. You only die once. You can live as much
every
as you
day.
want.
That's
You
right.
live
That's
every
right. I like
fucking
that.
day. Exactly.
I thought of that after the heart attack.
Damn, dude, that is wild though. Did it fucking hurt?
It hurt like a son of a bitch, yeah. But not where you would think. Like people are like, "Oh, my chest, my left arm." You know what I'm saying? My
Yeah.
whole body just went, "Fuck you."
Really?
It hurt
It
a
ache,
lot.
or was
I've-
it
Yeah,
aching or
body
pain?
aches, sweating,
Oh, fuck,
all the things.
dude.
It was.
Just sucked.
It just sucked, yeah.
Oh,
and it
man.
got so bad, I was like, "Fucking hell, I want to dial 911."
No shit.
So I did. Thank
glad
God
you
I
did, man.
I had
I'm
no
glad
idea
you
it was
did.
a heart attack. I had no idea.
Really?
I just dialed because I was like, something's going very wrong.
Yeah. Holy shit,
And
dude.
looks like I got in. They put a stent in my heart quick enough to where I did not sustain any damage to my heart.
That's good.
It's huge because those muscles don't grow back. And just like anything else, if it's deprived of oxygen for X amount of time, it's going to die. You know, but I was on the surgery table in like half an hour. So
Damn. Yeah, I got in there quick.
yeah.
Hell yeah. That's
Yeah.
good, man.
So,
Well, shit, I'm
so-
glad you're feeling better now, and
It's good to be
you know,
alive.
Yeah.
It's good to
You
be
know,
alive, but I have a different look.
The day he told me was the same day my dog died.
Yeah.
And
That's right.
I didn't cry. I didn't like feel anything. And then like I'm like picking up my employee, and my employee knows him. Like they shoot the shits all the time. And he calls me. He's like, "Hey, I'm sorry I didn't pick up yesterday. I had a major heart attack." That's when I just started bawling, and I looked at my assistant, and like she's like, "Why are you crying?" I'm like, "Jeremy just had a heart attack." But that night, was it that night? You were like, "I need pictures taken of me before I die," and I'm like, "I got you."
I didn't say before I die. I wanted
Well,
to put
that's what
something
it
out.
felt like. That's
I
what
wanted to put
that's
something
what
out
it
on
felt like.
Instagram, explaining the situation that I had gone through, because I felt that it was
We took some good
something.
pictures.
You know what I'm saying? I really got close. So, and the funny thing is we took these photos, and I made this heartfelt thing and put it on Instagram, as people do. And I had a videographer friend of mine reach out and said, "Hey, I haven't been feeling well. What were your symptoms?" And I thought, well, fuck. So I took the time to write it all out. Just a direct message, just back and forth between him and I, and explained the whole situation. He's like, "Man, it's freakishly similar to what I'm dealing with." I said, "Bro, don't wait for a cardiologist and an appointment with a cardiologist.
Yeah.
Go to the hospital. Go directly there now."
Yeah.
And he had a heart attack on the way there.
No way.
Same exact heart attack, 100% inclusion in his RCA artery, and he's alive. And a friend of mine, and I know his sister as well. And we were just hanging out the other day, and it's just like, I got a friend to do this with now, whether that be good or bad. But like, I'm so glad that we took those photos.
Yeah, and decided to make the post.
It likely saved someone's life.
That's wild.
That's the most valuable photo I've ever taken. Then,
Yeah.
Because I could ask you, would you take $1 billion?
For what's the trade?
Yeah.
Yes.
You won't wake up tomorrow.
What the fuck would I do that for?
Your life's
To
worth
pass it on to
your life's worth
no.
$1 billion. So
That's
that
fair.
picture.
I'd have a
is
great
relatively worth
$1 billion
$1
funeral. That's fucking worthless.
I bet there's some people that would take it though. Would take the $1 billion if their life ended tomorrow.
No.
If
No,
they're like,
I'm
if my
passing on
kids
that.
get the $1 billion and this and that, you know what I mean?
I don't
Like,
have any kids. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. Like I bet there are people out there that are like, you know what? Okay, and this is an interesting
Say
one.
plant a tree for future generations. Like, I don't have any
So,
future generations. I don't give
do y'all
a shit.
watch Squid Game, right? The Netflix show.
No TV.
Yeah, let's take these shots. Hey,
Topic.
my guys, thank y'all for being here. This has been fun, dude.
This is fun. Salute. This is my first shot of anything other than wine since my heart attack.
I swear, if you
Oh, it's
fucking die, I'll
Well, it's a
kill
good
you.
place. It's a good place. You're on a podcast.
Just give me $1 billion. That's fine.
That's the
go.
fee. That's the fee for the podcast. That's what we have to pay every guest. No,
Have you ever had to pay a guest?
no. I don't think I'll ever pay a guest. To be
No,
on
you
here.
shouldn't.
No,
You shouldn't.
No. We're doing something for
Even
you.
if you have Willie
We-
Nelson on, like, or what is it, Jimi Hendrix?
Yeah, yeah.
He was free.
Yeah,
Elton
no,
John.
I don't think I would ever pay anyone to come on here, just because this is like right now this is like a community thing. Of course, like if some famous person wants to come on here or whatever, yeah, I'd love that. Like there's a lot of musicians that I love that if Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers wanted to come on here,
Flea.
have you met him?
No, I'm joking. I'm
Oh,
joking.
I was like, now I'm like, hit him up. No,
Bill, that's why I call him Bill. That's his birth name.
Bill.
I don't know what Flea's real name is. Do you
Mike.
know? Is it Mike?
Mike.
Oh, I know Mike. Yeah,
I know
Mike's
Mike. Yeah, but of course, like if someone would like that wanted to come on here, I'd that would be awesome. That would kind of be the dream. Like that'd be amazing. But right now, like what we're doing on it has been.
I'm sorry. Could we bring him in on a projector like the movie Back to the Future? And
Hey, just get him on FaceTime. Have
he
him
was
like
on Back
talking
to the
mic.
Future. Sorry. That's the
No,
image
no,
that went through my
no.
head.
You're
Sorry,
good,
having
man.
a mic check.
Yeah. He's just a little, yeah. Get him on an Apple Vision Pro. We're all wearing Apple Vision Pros. Just
That's
How
kind
would
of cool.
that
In
look
AR.
on the podcast? We would just be looking at. We would not even be looking at each other. We'd be looking this way. We'd looking that way. But we can all still see each other.
Have you all ever worn one of those? The
No.
Apple Vision
No,
one?
I've never worn one.
Dude, so when they came out, I was like so interested in trying it. I went to the Apple store and did a demo of one of them, and it was pretty rad. It was pretty rad.
They do a lot right.
They had a DJ app where you just put the thing on, and then there's a literally DJ decks are in front of you, and you can just grab the dials and throw records onto the decks and play with the crossfader.
I feel like it would be glitchy.
It was a little glitchy, but it was pretty like
I'm
good.
kind of very much against all this. And I think this is like the old guy in me. I'm like,
yeah.
No, back in my day, an apple
in
was something
my
you picked
day.
off a tree. You know, like turntables. Like we have actual turntables. Just
For sure.
do that.
For
Like,
sure.
You don't need virtual turntables. But then again, turntables are, also if they're CDJ, that's virtual something else.
Yeah,
you know?
that's a whole nother
It's like
virtual.
the
Yeah.
copper to copper to the digital.
I'm fucking old, man.
No,
Having
I
heart
mean,
attacks and shit.
You know,
Old man.
it's interesting because it's like
Back in the
whether we like it or not, right? It's happening. You
It's
know what I mean?
happening,
It's same with
yeah.
the AI, all that shit. So it's like I try to have fun with it, but with the Vision Pro, with the augmented reality stuff, I just find it fascinating more than anything. Like I don't think it's a good or a bad. I think a lot of bad is gonna come from it. Like people are gonna get really fucking disconnected from community, which is like the whole reason we do this podcast is like for the artist community, let's all get to know each other. Let's make bands happen. Let's make shows happen, music happen, you know? And I like making cocktails for my friends too, so that's always a plus. But I do think with the AI and the technology, and we're already kind of seeing people get more and more disconnected. I think we're gonna have to just find new ways to connect. But
Touch some grass.
yeah, but there are aspects of it that are great too. You know what I mean? So I don't think we can overlook that.
Don't say it. Jesus
What are you talking?
It's nothing.
Sure.
Mic didn't hear me. I think my mic is a little lowered because you guys knew I was going to say stupid shit. You know, to add on that,
No.
don't go there, Mo. You know, to add on that, I think the Vision Pro itself is a novelty.
Definitely.
I think it's a novelty. It's a fad that's going to fade like a pendulum that swings on one side, knocks something over, and then years later, it's going to go on to the next thing. But with AI, that is a whole new thing. I mean, we can go into like AI, AGI, which is artificial general intelligence, but for first of all, I think it's funny the two production guys didn't get on a Vision Pro because I think it could be best used for production. The Vision Pro could.
How?
Well, one way is you'll be able to walk around and you can control your deck in different parts.
Can I still
of the
see where
venue.
I'm going?
Yeah.
Walk around.
Yeah, right. You can. Still
Yeah. It's like
That was a pawpaw question, right? Can I?
Can I still see where
I'm not just walking blind around everywhere.
No, it's pretty crazy. Like if you have one on in your house, you put it on and then you can see everything in your house. But like say that wall is just blank or something, I could place a TV on that wall. So that when I have my Vision Pro on, I could be watching TV there, although there's not a TV there.
That sounds like a wicked acid trip.
So
man.
you can
It's
control
crazy.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
You can control your PTZ cameras not from your cockpit, but from like near the bar.
PTZ stands for pan, tilt, zoom. They're the kind of cameras that you can move around like a
Yeah.
security camera.
So
Okay.
Expensive fucking cameras. Well, what are they? 10K, 8K?
10 or 12 for the nice ones in the middle, and then about 5 or 6 for the
not the price. The resolution. Sorry.
Oh fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, I remember asking you.
We
and
set it up, set it and forget it.
I think it was like
that was a long time ago.
6K. My camera shoots.
Oh, they're
at
4K. Yeah,
4K.
yeah,
Okay,
they're 4K.
4K. I thought they were like 6K or like 10K. I thought they were
Nope.
like fucking
Nope,
crazy
4.
cameras.
When
No,
I
but
set them
that's-
up, 4K was like the best of the best. There wasn't such thing as 8K, but now they've doubled it for
I think I
whatever
mixed
reason.
it up with the price. You told me the price, and I thought that was the
The
resolution.
thing is, once you start getting into stuff like that, especially when I'm recording 6 different cameras, that's data hungry as fuck. The 4K is already like about a terabyte an hour with that many cameras. So 8K would be
really? Is it that
2
much?
terabytes an hour. Yeah.
Oh, no,
Jeez.
now shooting 8K raw.
You're looking at quite a bit more.
Raw.
Well, I have ProRes, which is
Tulum, we were just going. We'd be like, "Oh, are you gonna go to the bar? Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bar. Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck."
No, but it came off of like this girl that we were with, and she's like, oh, do it. And she said something like that, trying to light a cigarette.
Do it.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, do it. And we were like, oh fuck,
Oh fuck, oh fuck, do it.
Oh man, I had such a good fucking time. I actually officiated that wedding. Guys, I'm also an ordained minister, so after I marry you guys, I can take a picture. So I'm pretty I should
a
sell
minister and
package.
preacher are different. Like, can I tell you my sins?
No, not like
Can I
that.
confess?
You can confess to the podcast. You can confess to Rankin.
Does anyone have anything they want to confess on the podcast? What if we just make the podcast just a confession chamber? Just my and we start with every episode with
There was
Usher,
a musician
my
that did
confessions.
that, and he had a confession thing, and people would sit in there, other musicians, and confess their sins, and he would make
shit.
songs out of them.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
On the spot?
that's kind of heavy.
On the spot or just like
like over time. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I think it's still set up, maybe even over at the Long Center right now. Let me think of the guy's name.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It is interesting.
Yeah,
Bohemian
I
Rhapsody.
wonder
was
when
one
I
of
want to hear some of these songs.
He's a
They're
local musician
fucked
and
up,
producer.
man. One of them's like, I'm a pedophile. And like it's
Never
like,
know. Yeah.
You never know. God.
I ran a mile because I was a pedophile. Okay, cut that.
We can cut that.
I
We
don't
can
want
cut that.
anyone
We can
to-
cut that.
I don't want
Not
anyone
really.
to-
Obviously, we're joking, but you know,
Epstein files.
Epstein files.
Show him.
Epstein Files. He was a pedophile. He had a island that ran for miles.
I have my guitar here if you want to make this song.
Should we? Where are we at,
No, I'm
Nicole?
joking, I'm
on time? Where,
joking.
well, I was wondering where we're at on time.
Lord. Terry,
106.
no.
Okay. Oh shit, we're an hour in. Then let's make some music. What do y'all think?
Let's make some.
Should we mess around unless y'all want to plug anything before we
Well,
wrap?
Can I pee first?
I do have a question to Jeremy. Jeremy,
Yeah, I'm listening.
this is
Kind of.
Who's the most famous person that you've ever met?
That's really subjective, Mo. I would go with you. But second and third and fourth, there's some. So
Oh, you know what? Let me give you a better question. If you were to walk into a room with everyone you ever met in your life, who would you walk up to, or what would you talk to them about?
I'm not prepared for that question. Can I go with the first?
You can go with what's your favorite color if you want.
So I've worked with a lot of people, but this was back in, I believe it was 2007. I was doing a South by Southwest thing at the Belmont down on 6th Street. And we had a young up-and-coming artist that was nominated for quite a few Grammys that year that was going to play a private show. It rained that day, so I pulled all the gear upstairs so we could be under a tent on the roof. And nobody knew who this woman was. Adele.
Oh,
Was
really?
playing at the Belmont, and nobody knew who she was. I was the only person that was a fan of her. And I'm like, this is amazing, yeah. But she won like 7 Grammys that year.
Yeah.
It was her first
That was
go.
the
and
Never
just,
mind, I'll find that one.
yeah, some shit like that. Yeah. And one notable thing from her is that she'd sent a hospitality rider, as larger bands do, and her rider only had a 6-pack of beer, not domestic and not Heineken, and a pack of Marlboro Reds. That was Adele. What a badass.
That makes me like her even more.
She showed up for sound check in jogging pants and flip-flops, smoking cigarettes. and cussing in British,
Hell yeah.
which is
Cussing
different.
in British.
Fucking wankers.
Yeah, it's a different cussing than we
Fucking
do.
wankers.
Like words you've never heard.
Yeah. Fucking blokes.
It's so
Yeah.
creative too. I'm like, wow.
Oh yeah.
But that was Adele, and that
That's
was
a cool one.
That was like, nowadays she's this pop star, but back then there was, in a very good way, not a lot of fucks given, and
Yeah.
I loved it so much. She was cool as shit, and she made a large impression on me. I'm absolutely a fan. I am an Adele fan.
Hell yeah. Well, I feel like even as a pop star, she's kind of like got that like relatable
She don't give
thing
a-
going
no fucks
on,
given. Yeah,
and that's why
yeah.
everyone likes her. Not that's the only reason, but that's why a lot of people
She sings
love her.
the truth. She speaks
Yeah.
the truth.
Was
she
she
looks
the-
like the truth. She
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
I don't really follow pop culture, but was she the singer that was like a little bigger than she got skinnier?
That's right.
Yes.
Okay. And
She's
now
got the pipes.
I like the bigger Adele.
You could have just said she's got a great voice.
I mean, I
I'm
like the
kidding.
skinny Adele too, but I like a
she
little
crushed
junk
it.
in the trunk.
Oh my god, I love it. Well, what do y'all say on that note? Should we plug in and play some music?
Yeah,
We'll
yeah. Do we
pause
have to
here.
plug in? Can I unplug? Can I be completely unplugged?
You can be completely unplugged.
I would love that.
Cool. Yeah, we'll
I
do
would
that.
love that.
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Gucci.
Hey,
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being
Thanks
here.
for having us.
It's
Thank
been a
you,
pleasure.
Nicole, for the
We'll
drinks.
plug in and play some music,
right on.
or not plug, whatever.
We're gonna just play some music, motherfuckers.